Christmas and New Year for many people is the only time they ever open a bottle. Now let me give you a couple of hints and tips. If you're not a regular champagne drinker, then avoid anything called Blanc de Blanc. Sometimes they come under the name of Brut Special. They tend to be mainly Chardonnay, and the mainly Chardonnay sparkling wines and champagnes. They're a little bit steely, they're a little bit harsh. You have to know what you're getting, you have to like that flavour. If you go for things that call themselves Premier Cuvées or Prestige Cuvées, sometimes on the New World wines on the back it'll have the descriptions of the grapes. But basically those wines are 1/3 Chardonnay, 1/3 Pinot Noir and 1/3 Pinot Meunier. Those two grapes are red. So even though the wine itself will be a white wine, it's got the depth and the body and the fruit of a red wine. So they're the ones to go for. Put a little bit of fizz, nice fruity white wine, and what you get is it's a sensation of flavours that you can't quite describe. When you put a white wine in your mouth, the aromas are naturally warming up on your tongue. They're going over the olfactory bulb, they call it, at the back of your throat. You taste them in your nose, you taste them on the tongue, you taste them on the side of your palate. When you add bubbles to that, it's an explosion. I mean, these things are running around your mouth like a racetrack, and they're firing off little taste buds everywhere. To be honest, it is one of the great things in life. Now, a little tip with champagne and sparkling wine as well. Always chill it. Why? The warmer you serve it, the more fizzy, the more erratic it's going to be. But also, quite simply, the more you're going to waste. If I take the top off this now, which means standing by the fire a half an hour, we'll probably lose 3 glasses in the fizz, 3 glasses out of a total of 6 glasses. If you serve it chilled and you take the top off slowly, you're going to miss nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. And to be perfectly honest, when somebody has gone so far as to make a champagne style sparkling wine or an actual champagne itself, then you don't want to miss a trick. Champagne is perhaps the most complicated of the wines to make, and it's because you start off with a top quality wine in the first place, but then you basically bottle it on the lees itself. Now the lees is called the bits of the vine, the bits of the stalk, it's the yeast, and it has a secondary fermentation in the bottle. And over a period of months and sometimes years, you have people coming along, turning the bottle like this, basically freeing up the yeast, allowing it to go down towards the neck. It's called grammage. That process is done by hand, it's manpower intensive, it's done by people who've got a huge passion for the product. But at the end of the day, that's why you spend £20 to £30 upwards for a good sparkling wine or champagne. There are 2 styles in sparkling wines. There's champagne and then the sparkling wine itself. Now, I'm going to confuse it because an awful lot of the stuff we sell is classed as sparkling wine, but it's actually Method Champenois. So it's actually champagne from the New World. Method Champenois is quite simple. It follows the exact same process to make the wine as the Champagne region. Champagne itself is a legal name, not a winemaking description in my view. Go for champagne or Method Champenois all the time. Really cheap and grotty sparkling wine, and you're talking anything under £5–6 a bottle. It's basically had CO2 added to it. You may as well go down the shop and get lemonade, a cheap bottle of wine, and mix the two together yourself. You'll serve yourself £3. That's the end of our little session. I hope you've taken some nice tips from it. I hope you've got the courage to spend that little bit more money. My name again is Gerard Richardson, and well, I don't know which one of these to pick up and put down, so we'll have them both. Merry Christmas, and thank you for watching the Fat Chat Show.